So, hello, mate. How you doing?
All right. I'm all right. As I said, I've just had a bath
Yeah.
um, because I noticed it was a full moon,
Right.
and I'm a werebather.
A where bather.
Yeah, yeah.
I bathe where. I had a shower earlier.
I
First
like, I
one.
like, I
First one since
like and bath. What?
since first one since I've been in isolation and
Yeah,
so here we are, mate. Shut down, locked down, and everything.
yeah. That's right. Yeah, yeah. I haven't actually been locked down, not for a while.
Yeah.
Um,
So what you been
I-
managing to be up to?
um, well, this and that really.
None of the other.
I've been, just staying away from everything all over and everywhere as much as I can, really.
Yeah, same here. It's a bit, I think about this isolation thing. I'm thinking, I can't go to work, I can't go shopping, I can't meet my family. And I thought it does have a downside as well, really, I suppose.
See, I don't mind all of that.
Yeah, it's a, it's difficult though, being stuck in with only box sets. I've been watching some stuff I don't think I would normally watch on the television.
Where would you watch it?
Huh?
Where else would you watch it?
Well, no, I'd watch it on the television, but I wouldn't normally watch those programs
Oh,
because they're not normally my kind of style of sort of stuff.
right.
Cooking programs. I've been watching a lot of cooking programs.
Yeah, yeah. That's been happening here as well. John Terodi and all that.
I think it's because of the fact that I'm hungry.
Yeah, that
And
doesn't help though. It's a bit of a trigger.
I went out and did a load of binge shopping, but you can't eat toilet rolls, can you?
No, no, not really. Our supermarket was recently out of baked beans and toilet roll at the same time, which is not surprising, really.
No, not really. But you see, the problem I have is the only baked beans that they had left in the supermarket by us are the ones that are like the sugar-free ones, and they make me go even more.
Did they?
Yeah, it's the sweetening stuff that they put in them. It's the worst thing ever, right? Don't ever do this because I did it once and it's really a no-no, right?
Hmm.
Don't ever get hooked on Polo mints and accidentally pick up a sugar-free pack and eat a whole pack in one go.
Right.
It's not very good for your stomach. You
No, I
do
thought
to sort of not ejaculate, that's the wrong word. Eject everything from your bowels quite rapidly.
so. You put the tube in your mouth all in one go, sideways, like.
No. You just put them in like one after the other, one after the other, one after the other.
Right.
I was kind of addicted to polos for a while. Not long before I got addicted to The Walking Dead. There's a connection.
No, no, there probably is.
Yeah. God, look how big my nose is when I do that. Look. Anyway, but I found a load of. I've got to stop doing that because stop touching your face. Don't touch your face, you'll be dead in a week. But no, I found a load of old films on YouTube, which are quite good. I've been watching old black and white jazz musicals.
Right. Nice.
I watched the Gene Krupa story yesterday. That was exciting. Story of the life of a famous drummer.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I must
Not
have
really.
watched that.
It wasn't quite as exciting as the Dorsey Brothers story or the Benny Goodman story, I must admit. But, it had its moments.
I think I watched the Miles Davis story the other week. That was kind of interesting.
Miles, I haven't seen that.
I think it was on Sky Arts or something like that. That was quite
Arts.
Yeah.
Well, we finally found a remote control for our Amazon Prime TV thing.
Yeah.
because we'd lost it.
Mm. It's funny
So
what you find when you're self-isolating.
we've got Amazon Prime. We've got Amazon Prime. We've got Now TV. We've got Netflix. At the moment, we've got BrickBox because we got a free thingy for it, and then we got a month after that. Pluto.
Huh?
Pluto TV. Don't ask me. I haven't got a bleeding clue. It's just something. It's an app you can get on Now TV where you can watch other TV programs. They're old dramas and things. It's all right, but so yeah, there's loads of stuff, and then we've got YouTube, and you can watch loads of stuff on YouTube. Loads of people are putting stuff on for free and things like that now. God, I've got to stop watching television.
Mm. We got a brick box the other week.
Box.
Yeah, it was like a government delivery of food that was in keeping with current circumstances, because I went through it and all beautiful British.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I was trying to get powdered egg.
Pounded egg.
Well, we got it's like shutting down with the war and all that sort of thing, isn't it?
Isn't that a World War II ration?
Yeah, they had powdered egg in the Second World War. I thought maybe that'd be a way to go.
What do you put it in? Would you add water and it turns into an egg, or?
No, yeah, well, no, but what you do is you use it instead of an egg. You put sort of like it's something I don't know, saying like say four teaspoons or 2 tablespoons of it or something in when you're making a cake, and it's like putting an egg in, but you have to put water in as well.
Does it work?
I haven't got a bleeding clue. Never used it.
Oh, of course, you haven't been able to get any, have you? You wouldn't know.
But no, so yeah, we was on lockdown, full complete lockdown, not out of the house, nor nothing for 2 weeks.
Oh yeah,
it was immense fun. And now we're not. We can go out of the house to exercise for half an hour a day or something,
right.
and go shopping if we want. Woohoo!
Mm. Are you not getting deliveries or anything? Do you get priority?
No,
Supermarket stuff.
that's in priority. But we got a delivery from Asda's, I think it was. We booked it for like the day we booked it was 2 weeks later. We've been trying to book another one for the past couple of weeks, and we still can't get another one.
Yeah. I think they're delivering in May now.
It's not like I'm going to starve, you know.
No,
We've got a cat.
that's right.
Cat's pretty much like rabbit, and I don't mind a rabbit stew. So
No.
just about clearing up the mess once you kill it and skin it and chop its head off and things.
Yeah, I wonder what foxes are eating.
Each other, probably.
Probably.
Babies.
They've started a WhatsApp group for everyone in this road and in the next road.
What for?
Well, just to help each other out, really. And all these people I wouldn't normally have anything to do with on there, talking bollocks, and leaving things on their doorsteps for other people, things they don't want. Filing cabinets, can you believe that?
Filing?
Does anyone want a filing cabinet? I'll leave it on my path.
Why would you?
Oh, I'll be along in a minute. What the?
It's an essential.
Yeah, I know. And things like, cake molds.
Maybe they're using the filing cabinet to store their toilet paper in.
Well, probably. Actually, that's a good idea.
You file it alphabetically.
There's been a thread on there about foxes nicking people's shoes. Some people coming out in the morning and finding one of their shoes gone. And I thought like foxes wouldn't steal one shoe. Do you know what I mean? They're too cool. They'd always nick a pair.
They'd want 4, wretched, wouldn't they?
Well, this is it. I'm like, no, a fox wouldn't run off with one shoe.
No.
Another one of those urban myths. And then I thought, well, just leave the other one out and he'll come and get that as well, and it's done, isn't it?
Well, no, all you have to do is you go shopping, right, and go past a shoe shop that's open and nick one off the rack that's outside.
Yeah. Exactly. they'll find a way. Foxes, they're very clever. I'm wondering
Very funny, is it? Well,
if they're quite traditional foxes, if they're quite old school.
yeah,
I mean, if Mr. Fox nicked a pair of like slippers, would Mrs. Fox have them ready for him when he gets home from foraging, along
possibly.
with along with a pipe?
Pipe, newspaper, smoking jacket.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah, he probably sits in a leather wingback armchair.
Yeah, that kind of thing. And waits for his
One
powdered egg sandwich.
one of those little strange caps on his head with a little tassel on it.
Yeah, what was that about?
I don't know. And a cravat. What's the point of a cravat?
No, it's
Like
just
not quite a scarf, not quite a tie.
yeah. There was a gap in the market there, wasn't there, between ties and scarves?
Yeah.
Let's make a big tie and tell them to tie it under the shirt collar.
Yeah, why not? You know, it's keeps your neck warm. What?
It seems to be an increase in people jogging lately. People seem to be keeping more fit now.
Yeah,
Now they can't go anywhere.
Well, no, it's because of the fact they've been told they can go out and exercise. See, up until now, they never didn't think they could.
They haven't been given permission.
Right, and now they've been told you can go out and exercise for half an hour a day. And they're going, all right, well, that's all right, I'll do that then. Not me, of course. I'm, you know.
No, I haven't done that.
I'm a lazy git, really, I suppose, when it comes down to it. But you know, what can you do?
I've been walking around the garage every now and again because there's a toad in my garage.
A toad?
A toad in my garage, yeah. I've called Blighton the toad, so I need to go around there and check he's all right. Blighton. Yeah, I don't know. It's quite big. When I moved into the new garage, there was a toad there. I thought, oh, excellent. I wondered if it was a council welcoming toad, whether they leave one in everyone's new garage.
Maybe.
But he wasn't wearing he didn't have an ID badge, so.
Maybe it's a guard toad.
A guard toad, yes.
To keep the foxes out.
Sort of like they leap at you.
It's to stop the foxes getting in and nicking your stuff.
Yeah, well, that's a good idea.
They come in and the toad goes, no, I don't think so, mate. Not in my garage.
Maybe that is better than an alarm.
An llama.
An alarm.
An llama.
An alarm. A loud llama.
But I was going to start reading again.
What's that?
I was going to start reading again, but I thought, you know, I managed to get to E in the alphabet. And maybe I should start reading again and try F and G.
Right.
From there, but I couldn't be asked.
You're just reading one letter at a time.
Yeah. I've got to learn, haven't I?
And you've got to all remind yourself how to read because it's a forgotten art. That it's like writing.
It's been a long time since I've been reading stuff.
Yeah.
I've never understood this actually because it's like when I used to work in London, I used to read a lot all the time. But now I don't travel so much.
Yeah.
I don't read. And I don't quite know what the connection between travelling and reading is. I only have the ability to read when I'm travelling.
Yeah, that thinking about it, the last time I was reading books was when I was commuting. No, I haven't done this since then. I don't fancy having a talking book in my crash helmet.
No, that could be a bit off-putting.
Yeah.
Depending on what the talking book is and what it's saying. And how would you hear the sat-nav?
Well, exactly.
You have sat-navs on motorbikes.
Or you can use your Google Maps through headphones. I just kind of follow that. I don't suppose it could be quite distracting. You know, if you're listening to 50 Shades of Grey, trying to navigate a complex one-way system.
Yeah. Or if you were listening to something in which they were giving directions to somebody of how to get somewhere, at the same time that you were trying to listen to directions on how to get somewhere else.
Yeah.
and you'd end up a bit lost.
Yeah.
So you pull up outside Cardiff Arms Park and go, this don't look like Fulham.
All speaking in London.
You start speaking in London and they're all speaking Welshish.
Welshish. Camry.
This, yeah. So, yeah. Has everything
Over there.
been then?
I don't know, it's out of shot.
That's what I was looking at my foot. It started doing things.
I can't.
I don't know what I'm talking about now. I was going, yeah. Because I was thinking of working from home, but it's not easy for a caretaker.
No. You see.
I've been emptying bins and trying to clear up here, but it's not quite the same somehow.
No, because it's not there.
No, this is it. I can't tell the kids to get out because they're not
They
here.
live there. No, it's difficult that because you can carry out all the same tasks, but in the wrong place.
Yeah, it's not really working from home. It's just being at home.
Yeah. But you'd like to be able to, and I think you should be rewarded for the desire to work from home.
I think I should, as the MPs are doing. I think I should get £10,000 for the idea that I want to work from home.
Yeah, I think it's a noble idea that deserves a payment.
Well, thank you very much.
Mr. Right, I'll authorise it later.
I'll vote for you when it comes to the next general election.
Well, I would.
Are you going to be standing?
No, I thought I'd sit. I thought I'd do it all by Skype.
Okay, no, that's fair. No, I think everything's
Skype.
going to be done by Skype from now on.
Yeah, it will be.
The world is going to be run by Skype and Zoom.
Yeah, they've done well out of this, haven't they?
Well, I always thought they were a good double act.
Yeah, yeah, and the other one is in, what's it called? MSN meetings? I can't remember. There's another one. That's what we use for work. God, that's frustrating.
MSN meetings.
MSN meetings.
Messy meetings.
Messy meetings. They are.
See, the problem with having meetings on the internet by camera like this is you can't sit in the corner and fall asleep.
Well,
And that's what I used to do all the time with work meetings. You know, you can't do it. And there's a camera painting at your face, pointing. So that's it, pointing at your face.
I made a mistake in a meeting the other week because I was sitting down in the kitchen and thought, I'll bollocks this, I'm going to sit in the garden and have a cigarette. But I left my camera and phone on, the camera and audio on. I've gone to the garden and lit a cigarette and then said to myself, I can't take much more of this. Which was followed by an eruption of laughter from the rest of the team who were sitting there thinking, no, Chris, I should turn all that off if you're going to do things like that. Luckily, they found it funny, but
it's a good job you didn't go to the toilet.
we didn't go to the toilet or say, I'm fucking sick of this lot.
That wouldn't have been good.
That wouldn't have been good.
But I
Or got out a crack pipe. That would have been worrying.
That would have been worrying. Where'd you get it from? Where'd you get it? That's quite interesting. Is the fact that I don't know about now, but there was a thing. Somebody posted a thing online saying that it was good to see that that not all parts of the economy were being affected by the shutdown of services because they were still doing drug deals at the car park at Tesco's.
Well, that is weird that you mentioned that because I was just thinking that that is continuing around the back of the garages.
See, entrepreneurial spirit, that's what it is. You find a way despite the situation we find ourselves in.
I was thinking, I mean, working in the field I do, I was thinking of like starting up a service called Crackaroo. Or Smackaroo.
Crackerjack.
Because I've got, 30 clients on my case. So that's a
Well,
bit of a
it's
captive
an
audience.
idea. It's an idea. Way to make a bit of money while everything's on shutdown.
Yeah, disaster capitalism. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, they are. There's vehicles in and out around the gate. You can't see it. I'm pointing over there. So
Over
the
there.
over there,
I
the
was
so
over there.
the yeah, that's it. That way.
That side. Okay.
Yeah, they they yeah. There's people in and out of the car park, kind of in there. Go around the back where you can't see them, and suddenly drive out again a few minutes later. And I kind of crept down and just looked round the corner, and people, there's a car there with two blokes in it.
Yeah.
Just dealing. I feel like this is unbelievable. Some things don't stop.
One thing I have noticed, though, having been out a couple of times since we stopped being on lockdown, once to go to the shop, well, no, it's both times to go to different shops, is the fact that there don't seem to be any of those little silver canisters all over the floor.
No.
Normally, there's hundreds of them,
Yeah.
but it's a strange, funny thing, really, and all that. So, how long do you reckon we'll be in isolation and
All right. At
like,
least another 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah, another 3 months, I reckon.
See, they were saying about opening the schools up in June.
Yeah, that would be about 3 months from the initial lockdown, wouldn't it? And they're talking about starting football again in June as well.
Well, that's
Seems to be more important than anything else.
absolutely. I'm surprised they stopped it.
Yeah.
It was like, most ridiculous thing ever, and I didn't actually see it, but I was told about this. The WWE wrestling, they did WrestleMania
Yeah.
with no audience.
Right.
What's the point of that exactly?
So they had to test the two wrestlers first
I don't know.
and the referee.
Don't
And
know.
how can you wrestle and social distance simultaneously?
They stand in two separate rings,
And shout at each other.
mirror each other's movements, and then one of them goes, "Huh," and the other one flies across the ring.
They could hold shadow. They can hold shadow boxing bouts, couldn't they?
Yeah, this is it. I don't see what's wrong with it. See, I don't know. You could do it by internet, couldn't they? You could do it. They could Skype
Yeah,
the wrestling.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't get it.
They could still hold horse racing, couldn't they?
Huh?
They could still do horse racing, surely.
Well, no, because you get quite close with the horse racing thing and that. But what they have been doing is they've been doing something that they've been doing in betting shops for years, which is virtual horse races.
Really?
They've had them in betting offices for years.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you get virtual horse races in them. You get sort of like they have a whole card from one. They have one virtual race course, and they run horses, and it's done the same way because you start at the beginning of the season, and like by the end of the season, they've all got their sort of like positions within the sort of like they've got wins and all this kind of thing, and you work out your odds based on how well they've done over the seasons and all this kind of thing.
Actually, they might as well bet on a real horse race.
Well, yeah, but you see, there are a lot of people who normally go into betting offices. They bet on the virtual horse races because the virtual horse races go on in between the real horse races, and they're so desperate to keep betting that they'll bet on anything.
Right. That's mad. I don't understand betting.
It's a mugs game, mate. Mugs game.
Yeah.
I've been doing it years. We never won bugger all.
Well, you bet on the horses.
Yeah. At one point, it was one of the few things I could do that made me feel like I was still a grown up.
Right.
So what I used to do when I got paid, I used to take 10 quid, and I would put on a series of bets with that 10 quid. They were only sort of like, they were never more than sort of like £1 each way or like 2 quid each way, that kind of thing, right? And then all the races had run that day. Any money I got, I would go and pick up, and I would replace that money on more races. If I won more than, if I got back more than the tenner, I would only put the tenner back on.
All right.
So I got any winnings and just used the tenner, and I would keep doing that until I got to a point where all my races had got. I'd do that till all the races got to a point where I wasn't winning on any of them, and I'd run out of the £10, which quite often was about the time I got paid the next month. So I could just do that, and I'd never lost more than sort of like £10 a month at the most.
Okay.
It was just a bit of fun, a bit of a laugh, to say something to make me feel like I was grown up.
Yeah, I suppose if you're like controlling it down to that amount,
it's one of the few things I've never.
Limit.
It's one of the few things I've never actually become addicted to.
Yeah.
Strange, really.
Well, that reminds me that the other week there was a knock on the door at work, my little shop of sex workers in Kilburn, and
Film. Little shop of sex workers.
the bloke standing there said, I'm just knocking on the door to see what kind of place this is. I was thinking, okay, because we're not allowed to put a sign out saying drug and alcohol service.
In case people come in and go, where's the drugs and the alcohol? I want it.
Well, yeah, exactly. You know, what have you got on the shelf, mate?
Yeah. For a bottle of tequila and half a dozen diazepam.
Yeah. And so I explained what it was, and he goes, "Oh, I always thought this was a betting shop." There's nothing saying what kind of shop it is at all. And I said, no, it's not a bet. What the fuck? So then I thought to myself, I could run a book on the clients that access it, you know, kind of the odds on who's going to overdose in the next 3 months, things like that, like a kind of a dark betting empire.
I'm not totally sure that's ethical.
No.
I could be wrong. I don't know a lot about these things, but we used to have, I suppose there are a lot of places that used to do this. When I used to work in the office, in our office in Commercial Road, we used to have a thing here called Death Watch.
Right.
And you put some money in to the Death Watch, right, and you'd pick a name of a celebrity that you thought was going to die.
Yeah.
And then when the celebrity died, whoever had that name got all the money, and then you put your next lot of money in, and that name comes off, and you can either stick with your name or you can pick another name.
Okay.
It's a little bit dark.
That's the part of, that's why Deadpool got his name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I quite like that.
We were told it wasn't really the sort of thing we should have had in a government office, but hey, you know.
Yeah.